Good evening, beautiful people of the You Create the Dream page, and welcome to Awake in the Dream. This is our fortnightly call. I'm very much called tonight to speak about victim or creator consciousness. I'm just going to wait till I know that everything's working properly, no bleeps in the system. Do say hi as you come on. It hasn't quite gone 8 o'clock yet. Here we go. That is my cue to go live. Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to double check that everything is functioning correctly. Do say hi as you come on. Let me know that you're here, because as usual, I do love to acknowledge your beautiful presence. Let's just head over to the page myself, make sure that we are live. I am live, and the comments are not working on the computer. It's very much hit and miss. Good evening, beautiful Kerry. How are you? I hope you've had an amazing, amazing day. Are you in for the long haul with me? Here for Awake in the Dream as well as the Power of You. Let me just open this up. Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, the comments are not working again on the system. Okay, hello. Turn that down. So there, so I can see everything live. Hello, beautiful Libby. How are you? I hope you've had an amazing day. You're here for the long haul too. Amanda, Renee, good evening, everybody. So I'm very much called to speak about victim consciousness and creator consciousness this evening. It was interesting during the Power of You last night. Last night was module 1, by the way. During the Power of You last night, something came through about our heart, the power of our heart and the little heart. However, and that's what I thought I would speak about tonight. However, things have taken a turn. So right now, I want you to imagine in this very moment. Hello, beautiful Josephine. How are you? Amanda, hello. Right now, I want you to imagine that you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads you towards the life where it's a life that you're manifesting, right? So to some extent you're in control, right? It's a life that you're creating, you desire, you know that you have the capacity to create all the things that you desire. And you also understand on that path that sometimes, there are little curveballs, but that's okay, because it's an opportunity to learn and grow. I also want you to imagine a path where you feel powerless, where you're the victim. So one path, hello beautiful Jenny, how are you? One path is that of conscious creation. That is you consciously creating, you applying the laws of the universe and the magic of the universe. And the other is where you feel powerless. Now, the thing that we all need to understand, we might not feel as though we're victims. We might not act like victims. However, if we choose to stay the same and we use what's going on in our life right now to justify why we feel the way we feel, why things are the way they are, then to some extent, that is victim consciousness. It's not creator consciousness. Can you give me a big yes if you understand that? So you're not necessarily moping around, woe is me, and carrying on and behaving like a victim. However, if you find yourself justifying why things are the way they are, that you can't because of this, that you should but you're not because of this, that you're behaving the way you are, feeling the way you are, all those things because of this, then to some extent we have that victim aspect coming up. We're forgetting in that moment that we have the power to change, that we have the power to pick a different path, that we have the power to step up into a new timeline. So in that state, we're forgetting. So this is where, hello Michael, how are you? Hello beautiful Jenny, Rencha, good evening. So this is where we have to understand that we need to take full ownership of our life. So right here, this is where you decide what path you're going to take. Do you stay where you're at, living life the same way and wishing things were different, which is, to a certain extent, victim consciousness? Or do you choose a path where you recognize that in each and every moment, I am committed to being a conscious creator. In each and every moment, I am committed to living a life of greatness. Hello, beautiful Sam, how are you? The choice is yours, that it always has been yours. But I've chosen to talk about this topic tonight as an invitation for you right here, right now, for us together as a collective to take a deep breath in, to feel the energy within you shift by simply understanding that in this moment you have the power of choice, that in this moment you have to remember that you have a choice and you can choose to stay the same, absolutely, but know that it is your choice. You can choose to step into greatness, but know that it is your choice. So I'm asking you, or I'm inviting you to take a deep breath in and choose in this moment. Do you choose to awaken that conscious creator within you? Or do you choose to remain to some extent feeling powerless about your current situation? I want you to feel the power of this moment, because this moment is the only place that your power exists, because your power is always in the moment, every moment. Our power isn't in the past. Our power isn't in the future. Our power is in the present moment. And where is it that you feel a pull? Do you feel a pull towards staying the same, complaining about the same things? Or do you feel a pull towards a greater existence, a greater level of consciousness? Do you feel a pull towards perhaps trying on your capacity to create the life that you desire? Where are you at? Are you ready to be the creator of your life? And this is more than just having a thought. This is more than, yeah, cool, I'd like to do that. It's a choice that begins deep within you. It's a choice, hello beautiful Valerie, it's a choice to release all that is holding you back and to finally embrace infinite possibilities. Because infinite possibilities don't exist when you're losing your power to things outside of you and saying that I can't change because that's going on in my life and this is happening because of that, and this is where I'm stuck, and justifying why we feel the way we feel. That is us choosing to stay in that state, in that timeline, in that capacity. And in that state there are no possibilities. All you're going to do is keep creating more of the same as you did in your predictable past, because it is all same. You are the same. Same equals same, change equals same. But the moment you open yourself up to possibilities, the moment you open yourself up to the fact that, you know what, right here, right now, I have the power of choice. I can choose something different. I can choose to see it differently. I can choose a different feeling. I can choose to take action. I can choose anything that I want. And the moment we put ourselves in that capacity, in that space, now we've suddenly opened up a portal of possibilities. Let me know if that's landing. Hello, beautiful Sharon, how are you? Let me know if that is landing. You have been gifted with the power of free will. And in every moment, you, only you, are the one, hi Sharon, you are the one holding the key to that reality. Your thoughts, your energy, your choices, all of it shapes not only your world, but it literally shapes the world around you. Why? And those that are in the Power of You program, we spoke about this last night, the world is a reflection of you. So where are you at? Where are you choosing to be? Where are you choosing to stay? You are so much more powerful than you have ever been told. But the question is, will you allow yourself to use that power? Will you allow yourself to awaken the sleeping giant, the sleeping greatness that is within you? Will you use that greatness to create a life of joy, a life of abundance, a life of purpose? Or will you stay stuck repeating the same old patterns over and over again, therefore locked in the same narrative of lack and limitation? Because honestly and truly, what the hell else are you going to talk about? What else are you going to talk about? You're not going to be that person that catches up for a coffee and says, oh my God, there's so much amazing stuff going on in my life and in the world, and this and this and this and this and this, because you're open to possibilities. Because if you choose to stay the same, then you're literally locked into a story. You're locked into a narrative. You're locked into lack and limitation. So that becomes the story of your mind, the story of the self, the story of the day. The victim focuses on what they don't have. They shine a light more on that than anything else. They dwell on their hardships. They repeat the same stories of pain and suffering, and they wait for something outside of them. They wait for an external circumstance to change so that they can finally be happy. But the thing is, if you don't do the internal work, if you don't change, then nothing really changes. Sure, there might be little moments of feelings of freedom, moments. But then very quickly you realize that wherever you go, there you are. You and your backpack full of shit. So why does that happen? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. Because who you're being in that moment is fully aligned in lack. And if the world is a reflection and you're aligned to lack, what is it that the world is going to keep showing you? What is it that the world is going to keep revealing to you? You radiate a frequency of limitation. That's exactly what the universe is going to bring back to you. It's going to offer you more lack because it's always trying to prove that you're right. And worse still, your ego is always trying to prove that you're right. I'll see. Perhaps you're the person that says, I'll see, well, nothing good ever happens. Cancer race universe, that's not me. These are examples. Perhaps you're sent more struggle because that way you get to stay in your story. You get to stay locked in your story. You'll keep getting more of the same, but the creator is vastly different. The creator operates differently. The creator thinks differently. The creator radiates a completely different energy. And this is not to say that challenges don't happen. But the creator sees them very, very differently. The creator knows their power. The creator knows the power of free will and choice. The creator knows that their thoughts are seeds, that their energy is soil, and that their choices and the actions they take is the water that feeds those seeds. It's the water that nurtures, nourishes those seeds. The creator focuses on what they do want, not on what they fear, because they realize by focusing on fear, you feed fear. And fear is a very real and very powerful feeling. If we look at the magnetics of the heart, fear is an extraordinarily strong feeling. And you radiate that fear out extremely quickly. It's easier to radiate fear than it is to radiate pure, untainted love. Because we've got all these stories, right? But you radiate fear. You go out there and you radiate fear. And it's like that. It's so fast. This is why, as an example, if you're afraid of spiders and you have this intense fear of spiders and you and a group of friends go out, who's the first person that sees a spider? You. If the spider's going to be in somebody's bed, whose bed is it going to be in? Yours. This is how the universe works. Our ego wants to constantly remind us that we are right. The universe is sending to us exactly what it is that we radiate. So whatever it is you're radiating, you're constantly getting. So if you're plugged into lack, you're going to continue to get more lack. That is what happens. But the conscious creator knows what they desire. They know the power of the fear. They know to stay unplugged from fear and to learn to walk with fear. Because it doesn't mean that you have no fear as a conscious creator, but you learn to walk with fear. You know that the biggest growth happens when you're stretched, and when you're being stretched isn't necessarily an easy ride. But they're focused on the game. They're focused on the goal. They're focused on the desire. They're focused on their heart's passion and desire. They are so extremely grateful for what it is that they have in their existence. And they know the more they feel those feelings of gratitude, the more they radiate gratitude. What is the universe going to give them? More to be grateful for. Hello, beautiful Marina. How are you? Okay, Michael, sending you so much love. I will come back to this message. I am live straight after this in the Power of You. Or I'm sending you, I know you feel like a victim of their chaos. Okay, Michael. Thank you so much for this. I've only had a quick scan of this message, but from what I gather, there's a fair bit of power that's been lost to a situation, somebody else's situation, somebody else's chaos. And here's the thing that you need to understand, sweetheart. The most powerful thing you can gift them is you in your power sending light. No matter how dark a room is, you turn on one light and there is no more dark. You be the light in this situation. You do not lose your power to anyone or anything, but instead you stay in your power, and in your power you have the capacity to channel so much more light through you for them. So you're not giving because I know you've got a big, beautiful heart. You're giving to them. You're losing your power to them. However, when we keep our power here in present time, and we know without a doubt that everything I do is not from me but through me, then I have the capacity to hold space for more people. I have the capacity to hold more light for more people. I have the capacity to transform the energy around me because I'm doing this. Everything I am giving, everything I am sharing is not from me but through me. And the beautiful thing is that as I give, I receive. Because it's doing this. I'm not depleting from my own resources. So unplug from their chaos. Unplug from their chaos. And understand that it's theirs, it's their situation, and the greatest gift you can give them is to send light, is to transmute energy so as to offer them clarity. Because if they come into a space of clarity, if they both have clear minds, they're going to move forward like conscious adults. Please let me know if that is landing. And to everybody else listening, please let me know if that is landing. To lose our power to people doesn't help them. To get into the ditch with people doesn't help them. But to be the guiding light that says, here, I'll give you a helping hand up, changes absolutely everything. To get into the ditch with people does not serve. It doesn't help you and it doesn't help them. So please let me know if that is landing for everybody. You stay out of their chaos, you transmute energy, you be the light, you send the light, you share the light. So the conscious creator starts to see things that way, right? You start to see with clarity, how can I best help this situation? I'll send light. I won't lose my power to the situation. It's not mine to lose power to. But the best and greatest thing I can do is send light. A conscious person, a conscious creator, they have their arms, their hearts wide open, ready to receive the amazing gifts from the universe because they have an intense feeling of gratitude for who they are, gratitude for what they have, gratitude for their capacity to tap into the magic that exists for us all. They have so much gratitude that they have the capacity to hold even more light. They receive the abundance, they receive the health, they receive the gifts, and they receive even more light to help other people. Because you don't fear, and a victim consciousness, they feel little and meek and mild and woe is me and caught up in life and things happen to me and all that stuff. The conscious creator recognizes, no, I'm vast, I am expansive, I am amazing, and I can tap into magic. And when I simply change the way I see things, the very things I see change. They see every single challenge as an opportunity. It is never a setback. A conscious creator never ever sees anything as a setback. It's a bleep in the road, and sometimes that shit hurts. But it's not a setback, it's an opportunity to learn more, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to expand their level of knowledge, everything. Every setback just becomes a lesson. It's a little bleep in the road. Every closed door is simply an opportunity for a redirection to something greater, because a conscious creator knows that every single step is a stepping stone to ever greater successes. It's like, oh well, I learned what I needed to learn to that point. I can't begin to tell you how many things, especially early on, I would receive guidance. Do this, plan this, create this. And I would go, oh my God, yeah, absolutely feels amazing. Does it feel amazing? Is this in alignment with my purpose? Yes, 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 yes. And I would do it. And it would fall apart at the 11th hour. And I recognized I was being saved. That the people I met from here to that point, the things I learnt to that point, were the things that I needed. Stop wasting your time there, Joanne. We are done. You've got everything you need to learn from this experience. Move on. Now, all those wisdoms, all that knowledge, the connections, the people you've met, all of those things, we put you here so you could get all of that, so you could utilize all of that where you need to be. So in your entire life, every step, everything you've learned, everything you've done, there's never any trash. All of it has been for you to gather tools and wisdoms and knowledge and all that stuff so that you can step forward with those tools and do and be who it is you're born to be. This has never made more sense. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Renee. Making small gains. Okay, so you make a choice. You make a choice, Greg, to stop sabotaging. And I know it's a habitual thing, because the thing is, we're all addicted to our emotions wherever we're at. See, wherever we're at, we're all born to be more. And we are where we are, and we stay where we are because on some level we're addicted to the emotions that we have there. It is literally a chemical addiction. Why? Because our brain has thoughts. This is our pharmacy. It downloads chemistry into the body. The body gets used to that chemistry. It's a hit, right? We're constantly dumping this stuff. We're giving ourselves a hit. We're proving ourselves and our stories right. And just like any addiction, you've got to create a new habit. So learn to catch yourself out. Learn, ask, pray to see with eyes wide open, to hear all things, to have clarity of mind, to keep your power here in present time. And with that level of clarity, you'll find you start to catch yourself out. And what do you say when you catch yourself out? Cancel, erase. I used to think that shit. However, now I know that everything I touch is a success. I'm a magnet for divine prosperity. Riches of all sorts are drawn to me. I love myself. I love my life, and I choose to make the best choice for me. And every single time you think something slightly negative, anything that sabotages, you cancel, erase, and you do it all over again. And you keep on doing it. And if you have trouble and you feel like you can't stick with that, put a rubber band on your wrist. And every time you do that, you say cancel, erase, and then you flick the wrist. I promise you, when you have enough wells, you're going to stop doing that to yourself. So you get to choose. In each and every moment, you are the one making the choice. A closed door is simply a redirection to something greater, a redirection to where it is you need to be now. And let me tell you this, the energy of a conscious creator is freaking magnetic. And this is why you'll see them, and they just seem to be attracting more and more good stuff into their lives. They have this magnetic personality. They walk into a room even without saying a word. People feel their presence. So when you stand in your power, Marina, the rubber band works a treat, it certainly does. So when you choose to stand in your power, when you choose to be the creator of your reality, people are naturally drawn to you. Why are they drawn to you? Because you have the capacity to hold more light. That's all it is. And because you have the capacity to hold more light, you hold a lot more light than the person that's like this, right? Than the victim. But woe is me, victim. But you're standing tall, you're feeling amazing, you're feeling expansive. You know that thoughts become things, so you choose to think amazing things. You hold a particular vibration, and because you're so expansive, you have the capacity to hold more light. So you are shining brighter, and people are drawn to you. You radiate a light, you radiate a presence that inspires absolutely everyone around you to also dream big. They love being around you. It's like, oh my God, I love hanging out with you. Like you inspire me. I feel like there's, there's a possibility that life could be different, that I could be different. And, I just feel so inspired in your presence. But that's what happens. Your light inspires other people. It inspires other people to be more. It inspires other people to reach higher, to dream big, to not be afraid of dreaming big, to not be afraid of taking a chance on changing themselves. And the beautiful thing is, you don't even have to say a word, but your light touches them. It touches them deeply. Your energy speaks volumes. Your energy becomes so bright and so expansive. It's like it's saying to the world, I'm here. I am freaking here. I am here to create the life that I desire. I am here to rise, and I choose to live my highest potential. I choose to be a shining example to show other people what is possible. That's the conscious creator. So now imagine the conscious creator and the victim are going for, I've got the most beautiful bush out here. We're a brown shade of green in the Alpine region, but still, I love it. All I can see is trees. So trees, beautiful hills covered in trees, it's just absolutely glorious. So just imagine a conscious creator and the victim. They're hiking out here. And I now want you to imagine that they're busy chatting. The conscious creator is trying to inspire the victim. But then they both happen to step in horse manure. What does the victim do? The victim cringes, the victim complains, the victim curses about, bad shit always happens. They're the ones that always have the bad luck. They focus on the mess, they focus on the smell, they focus on the inconvenience, but what does the creator do? The creator sees things vastly differently. The creator thinks differently. The creator is wired differently. So what does the creator do? The creator knows that manure is fertilizer, that it's rich with potential for growth, for new life. So the conscious creator has a little bit of a giggle, but the conscious creator knows that beauty is layered, and maybe, just maybe, there's a majestic Brumby really close. A strong, beautiful, powerful, free-spirited horse. You have a choice. Same situation, same experience. Two vastly different ways of looking at it. So it's never ever about the circumstance. It's never ever about the thing that happens. It's never ever about the event or the shared event. It's about how you see it. If you don't have a disruption in your energy field, you don't end up in a psychological mess. We could all share the exact same horrible event. We could all be hanging out together and something really terrible happens. But even though we all share the exact same event, the people that are going to come out of it absolutely traumatized to the extent where it completely ruins their lives are going to be affected because there was a disruption in their energy field, not because of the event. It does not happen because of the event. They were at the event, but their reaction, their response to what happened at the event is what caused the disruption in the energy field, and that's what causes the psychological issues, not the event. To one person, it could be that they're institutionalized for life. Another person, they freak out every time there's a sound that reminds them of that event. For another person, it's nothing more than a pub story. It's a disruption to the energy field that creates the issues. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Janelle. I'm happy I said hello to everybody. So when you think about it, it's who you are being and how you are choosing to see things in the face of the circumstances that affects you. The thing doesn't affect you. Are you the victim who feels defeated by the mess? Or are you a creator who sees potential for growth? And who is it you choose to be now? Who is it you choose to be moving forward? Because let me tell you, honestly and truly, the universe doesn't care about what happens to you. It's all part of this human experience, and you can choose anything that you want. There is no good and bad to the universe. It all just is, and it all is just energy. But the universe is always responding to you. Your energy is everything. You're communicating with your energy, and you're getting a response with the same sort of energy. The energy you choose today is what is going to determine the life that you create tomorrow. Full stop. Your past has nothing whatsoever to do with your future. We often think it does, but it's got nothing to do with our future. The only reason it does is because nothing's changed. You haven't changed, and you're wanting to stay the same, think the same, be the same, do the same, and expect a different result. It doesn't work. Your past does not equal your future, but this moment equals your future. It's what you do in this moment. It's what you feel in this moment. How you think, how you see, how you feel. The energy you radiate in this moment is what creates the next moment, and that is what creates your tomorrow, because you are a vibrational being in an energetic universe. People take your energy. No one takes our energy, Michael. We allow ourselves to lose it. We have to remember that. No one. It is not possible for anyone to take our energy. We allow ourselves to lose it. We've got to remember that. We allow ourselves to lose our power. The power that comes is for us to do with whatever it is we choose. We were gifted with the power of free will and choice. And the only thing it says of you is like master your power, make more empowered choices, but know that you have the power of free will and choice. And what you do with that is entirely up to you. So we allow ourselves to lose our power. And Michael, if you're around people and you feel that they drain you, until you have the capacity to call back your spirit, whilst you're talking to them, you can simply put your fingers together, fingertips together, not like that, not like that, but put your fingertips together so you can just have your arms in front of you or resting on your lap. Cross your ankles, and what that does is shuts down the meridian system so that you're literally in lockdown, so to speak. You can do that, but I assure you, no one can take your power. We allow ourselves to lose our power. And when we remember that, when we put ourselves, look, otherwise we're saying, I'm the victim and you're taking power away, right? But when we put ourselves, we've got three fingers pointing back at us, when we put ourselves back in the position of power and responsibility, when we recognize just how powerful we are, then it's a whole new ball game. It is a whole new ball game. And you choose what it is that you focus on. You choose how it is that you think. We're energetic beings, and we understand that what you focus on expands. What you focus on is what you're feeding. What you give your energy to grows. So you choose to no longer dwell in negativity. Because when you dwell in negativity, you attract more negativity. When you live in gratitude and possibility, you attract abundance and miracles. So it might be a scary thought, but the universe is always listening. And it's not just listening to what it is that you say out loud, it's listening to your thoughts. It's always responding to the vibration that you're sending. So what vibration is it that you're sending? Are you stuck in victim mindset? Are you telling the universe that woe is me, this is my reality, this is what I believe I'm worthy of, this is my lot in life, and all the other stuff that comes with that? Because if that's how you think and feel, that's what the universe is going to give you more of. It is law. Are you worthy of more than that? Absolutely. Are you here for more than that? Absolutely. But you will only receive what it is that you feel that you're worthy of. But when you step into the creator mindset and suddenly you're open to new ways, new meanings, new possibilities, you start to recognize the power that you are, and you start to say that I am worthy of greatness. I am so freaking deserving of greatness and abundance, and I am here to create a life that is freaking beautiful, amazing, full of joy, full of amazing experiences and purpose. Then the universe is going to respond the same. It's going to say, sure, come and right up, love. Would you like fries with that? You get what you order if you're willing to receive it. You get what you order if you believe you're worthy of receiving it. The universe meets you with the opportunities, the connections, and the miracles that align you with that energy. Same field is distributed by seeing things differently. I'm going to have to probably come back to that message too, Renee. I will come back to it. I'm just scanning really quickly. Something disrupts it. Okay, sorry, I've only had a really quick scan. I'm assuming that's disturbed by an event and you're seeing things differently, doing things from a higher vibration because of it. Yeah, so I'll have to come back and have a good read with my glasses on. But so what I'm thinking there is that things are okay and something catches you left of field. Please let me know if I'm on the right path there. So what happens is shit happens. We have to remember that shit happens. Now, how we see that is entirely up to us. So this is it here. How we see it is entirely up to us. How much power we lose to it is entirely up to us. How long we stay stuck there is entirely up to us. Whether or not we choose to learn and grow through the experience is entirely up to us, right? It is all up to us because we were gifted with free will and choice. So so what we need to recognize is that shit sometimes happens and it catches us off guard and it knocks us for a doozy, right? Pulls the rug out from under our feet. But again, How quickly I pull myself back into alignment is up to me. Yeah, you're on the highway to heaven, some shit happens, and suddenly you find yourself on the highway to hell because you didn't take the detour. You take the next exit. You recognize it, you see it. And the more conscious you become, the quicker you see it, the quicker you recognize it. And then when you recognize it, you go, whoa, hang on a minute. Thank God I caught that. And you can be there for, half an hour, a day, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years, entirely up to you. And I know for myself personally, when big things, knock me, and it takes a bigger thing, right? Because everything else is just a little bump. And I go, oh, hang on a minute, bring it on, bring it on. Whatever it is I need to learn from this experience, I choose to learn it today because I will not be in this space tomorrow. And that's what we do. We pull ourselves back into alignment. We start to recognize how it is we're seeing it and that there's a better way of seeing it. And we choose to not lose our power. So instead, I live by a rule, $2 for 2 minutes, right? And then, you know what, you're not freaking worth it. Don't say that out loud because it causes arguments. But you call your energy back here into present time. It's like, whoa, lost my power there for a moment, got triggered for a moment, whoa, and pull it back. Because I know what my power, my spirit, my energy is worth, and I choose to keep my energy here in present time. Please let me know if that is landing. Sleep and dreaming. Shit goes sideways. When I'm awake, I'm great. Okay, that's okay. The dreaming state, we have to understand that a lot of things are processed in the unconscious state. So thank you so much. That was easy for me to read because it's a little bit. But hello, Christina. How are you? So trying to keep up with the messages and saying hello to everybody. In our sleep state, sweetheart, we do a lot of processing and we deal with things on a whole other layer. So sometimes we're dealing with things in the astral travel, other things, other assignments per se. Sometimes we're dealing with deep issues that we have and we're processing them in a deep unconscious state. So what you can do is you can actually say a little prayer before you go to sleep, asking that you sleep a deep, sound, peaceful sleep, that your dreams are beautiful, etc. So you can absolutely command that for yourself. Okay. So I want everybody to know, and I am talking so quickly. I have so much I feel like I want to share with you, and I feel like I'm talking 100 miles an hour because I have to go from this into the Power of You program straight away. So here's the truth I want to leave you with. You were absolutely born to be a creator. It is your divine birthright to shape your reality, to manifest your desires, and to live the life of your dreams. It is 100% contracted to you. It is your birthright to live in alignment with your soul's highest calling. But the first step is in realizing that you actually do have the power to do that. That you don't have to be a victim anymore. That sure, you've gone through stuff, and maybe you've gone through some really hard stuff, but you survived it all, and you're here right now. You have survived everything. And you have always, always had the power, but perhaps through those situations you didn't believe you did. Perhaps through those situations you forgot. But you have the power. It has always been within you. The power doesn't come from the outside. It is not gifted by somebody. It is not a pill that we swallow. The power, that light, is inside of you. It is inside of you. It always has been. But then the question is, will you use it? Will you use your power? And it's your choice. The universe doesn't care. Doesn't care if you use it or not. But it'll make all the difference to your life. So perhaps before you go to bed tonight, place your hands on your heart. Feel your amazing heartbeat and recognize that you're a freaking miracle. You are an absolute miracle, and that you are energy. And energy cannot be created or destroyed, but energy can be transformed. And with your hand on your heart, say, affirm really clearly, I am the creator of my life. I choose to rise. I choose to be more. I choose to create. I choose to embrace my power fully. Feel it. Say it. And know that you're an incredible, incredible being of light. That there are no limitations other than the limitations that you put on yourself. That you're not here to be a victim of circumstances, that you are here to create because you are made in the image and likeness of God, Source, Spirit, whatever you want to call it. You are here to rise above every challenge. You are here to rise above every setback. You are here to rise above every obstacle. You are here not just to survive, but you are here to thrive. So what is it that you will choose? Do you choose the same repeating patterns, or do you choose more? Do you choose magic? Do you choose miracles? Do you choose to be your magnificent self, the power in your world, and to live a life of magic? What do you choose? So I'm going to leave it there. Oh, that's my alarm, which leaves me enough time to make a cup of tea and get set up for the Power of You Module 2. Much, much love to you all. I wish you the most amazing, amazing evening. Blessings, abundance, the life that you desire, it's all there for you. Just allow yourself to receive. All right. Good night, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.